Hello everybody, it's Sarah and I am very obviously not at home.
No, really?
As maybe not noticeable by the noise because I often do have quite a bit of construction noise at home. But yeah, I'm not at home. I'm in Vienna and I'm with Scylla again.
Hi!
I don't know in which order I'm gonna edit and upload the videos. Maybe you know her already, maybe you don't.
I'm a mystery. Maybe.
If you don't, the short story is we met in a Crab Along Discord chat and yeah, we're in front of the train and the train is currently going back there. So yeah, anyway, we met in a Crab Along Discord chat. We heard about a fun little book called Sanguine Demones.
Here it is!
By the wonderful author who is Anna Sabini, who is amazing,
show-stopping,
the nicest person ever. And so yeah, we decided to buddy read this, and then Scylla decided to come to Vienna so we could vlog visiting all the places, because this is an urban fantasy book set in Vienna.
Which is really cool.
It is really cool because it's the second book legitimately that's not like a historical fiction that I have read on a cyclist that is set in Vienna. Also, I'm sorry if I'm very awkward, but I don't know how to vlog.
It's fine. It's fine. We're professionals.
So yeah, where we are right now is Donaukanal. I'm gonna try to turn around the camera. We're at Schwedenplatz, Donaukanal. And this is not exactly one of the places from the books, but there is a fight happening at Donaukanal, which I can tell you it's not at Schwedenplatz. There's another train coming. Which I can tell you is not at Schwedenplatz because there is mention of one of the characters falling down like the riverbank, which
is obviously not possible here.
Yeah, there's just river walls, I guess, and there is places along Donaukanal that have riverbank, but there's not an exact. So anyway, there was a lot of cyclists coming, so I stopped for a second. But yeah, there's no mention where exactly on Donaukanal, which is Danube Canal. It's like this place going through Vienna. It's a side arm, a fake side arm of the Danube. I don't know English. I don't know. Anyway, there's no mention where exactly it is, but I thought I'd take you here. So now let's go on to the next stop. Let me show you Vienna. Actually, in summer it's really nice here because there's a lot of students just sitting here and getting drunk and getting high. It's what it is. Also, a lot of graffiti. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in. There's a lot of graffiti.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's move on. Let's see where we're going next. So hello. Noisy cars coming in. We're now, generally speaking, behind Schwedenplatz. More people coming, so let's stop talking again. Yeah, we're now, generally speaking, behind Schwedenplatz. So we're in the inner city. There's quite a few chapters taking place in the inner city, but most of them don't have any specific location. It's just, you know, alleyways in the inner city. I don't know if you can see anything. It's probably... This is better, I think. Otherwise it focuses on my face and everything else is too light, glary.
It's fine.
But yeah, this is the inner city of Vienna. It's a lot of big houses, it's a lot of old houses, it's a lot of churches. As you can see, it's a lot of noise as well, actually. So, let's wait until this car passes by. So, I hope there's now not a whole entire chunk of my vlog missing. But I think the last thing I said that you probably know is that there's a lot of churches here in Vienna. We have moved towards the church quite a bit, so there's that. But yeah, this is Vienna. This is the inner city. I love it. I think somewhere around here there should be the basilisk thing. And the last thing I was saying in the clip that might or might not be gone is that there's quite a few nighty moments in the book, and that there's quite a few moments just taking place here. Look, it's baby Poseidon. I don't know, it's a chubby baby and it has a trident.
Because why not?
It's No drinking water. I thought it might tell me what this is. So yeah, moving on. We're still in the inner city. But yeah, also what I wanted to say, there are quite a few times in the book that we spend, like, you know, at flats of the different characters, where the place that is said is just because, for those of you who don't know, by the way,
maybe you should explain a bit.
The way the chapter titles work is basically you always get a date and you get a place.
Yeah.
And quite a few places that we spend at are characters' flats. And there actually are quite a few flats. I don't know if you can see up there. There's quite a few flats next to the restaurants, above the restaurants, in the inner city. They're expensive as fuck. I actually have a friend whose parents have 2 flats here that they, you know, put together. Which, yeah, I don't want to know how much money that costs. But yeah, I don't think any of the characters do live in a city. Maybe the headquarters are somewhere around here.
Yeah, I was about to say, they could probably afford that.
That might be the case, since, you know, a lot of government buildings tend to be in the inner city as well. So, ooh, also look, like there. It's so pretty. I love Vienna. I love Vienna so much. But yeah. And now, if we go on a bit longer, we should come to Stephansplatz, which is the heart of the city. And actually, thinking about it, probably headquarters should be somewhere around here, because, you know, they put a lot of people in the catacombs.
That's true.
And the catacombs are mostly underneath the first, I mean, the main part of them is underneath Stephansdom, or St. Stephen's Cathedral, which is where we're going right now. And then, you know, the tunnels go underneath a big chunk of Vienna, but mostly the inner city. So, yeah. I hope you can see some shit, but I'll see you in a second, because my arm starts hurting. Would you look at that? It's St. Stephen's Cathedral, and it's windy, so I hope you can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's the south and the north tower of St. Stephen's Cathedral. I actually, at the very beginning of my channel, I did one vlog where I took you to St. Stephen's Cathedral to tell you the story of why the north tower was never completed, which I'm gonna tell you later, by the way.
Yes, please and thank you.
But yeah, this is the big church. I think it was started to be built in the 12th or 13th century, and then completed in the 14th or 15th century. 14th.
It didn't take as long as the Cologne Cathedral.
Yeah. Underneath here is the catacombs. You can see the fiacre there in the back. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. It's the horses. It's the horses with the carriages that you can meet in. Like, you can take a ride in.
Rent.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. There you have the Cathedral bookshop. You have the cathedral, and as I said, underneath here we have, let's zoom in on the funny little kennel thing, but underneath here you have the catacombs, which is where there's a lot of dead people. And I went there actually. We went there in elementary school when I was like 7. I loved it because I was that type of 7-year-old that, like, I just enjoyed a lot of bones.
You know, but it's like, it's amazing.
It is. We're not going.
Catacombs are cool.
Yeah, we thought a little bit. I mean, I thought about going down there, but then I looked at the prices and it's like 20 euros to go down there. So
no, thank you.
Not gonna see the bones. If you want to see bones in a vlog of mine, go watch my Paris vlog from like 4 years ago, because we went to the ossuary, the catacombs there as well. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna tell Scylla now the story of Meister Puxbaum and the North Tower. And you can Google it if you want to know it, because I think that would make the vlog a bit too long. It's very noisy now. Also, we're on the other side of the St. Stephen's Cathedral, because this next place that we're going is, well, it's longer. Not gonna go through everything because there's a lot of people right here and it makes me uncomfortable filming. But anyway, next we're on the Silvesterpfad. I mean, we're not on it because Silvesterpfad is Sylvester's path, New Year's path. And basically it's this thing each year on New Year's Eve between St. Stephen's Cathedral and Schottentor, where we'll go later, where the uni is. You have the Silvesterpfad, where you have like little stands and stuff where you can drink and, you know, get drunk, whatever. And then at midnight you can hear the Pummerin, which is the big bell of the church. We don't have the original one in there anymore, but I believe at the time that it was made, it was the biggest one ever made. It was, I think it's a brass bell. I'm not 100% sure though, don't quote me on this. But the original one was melted down, I believe, in Second World War to make, you know, weapons and stuff.
Not surprising.
But yeah, the one that's in there is still called Pummerin. And so on New Year's Eve, at midnight, she rings. And so yeah, you have around here, you have the Silvesterpfad, which is the New Year's path where you can drink and get drunk, and there's a lot of people. This year there weren't a lot of people, and yeah, I have never been because I'm uncomfortable with that amount of people, obviously. Also, by the way, I forgot to tell this story. Most amazing time of my life. I visited that friend that I said had a flat in the first, like in the inner city, and I was crossing the Stephansplatz, so St. Stephen's Square, at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
God.
God.
And someone was sitting inside the church, inside the dome, St. Stephen's Cathedral, and playing the organ.
That is so cool though.
And it was so amazing.
Cool.
I was just standing there for 10 minutes and listening, and then they stopped, whoever played, but I was like, oh my
Very
God.
sad.
Maybe we do have a phantom and a ghost inside the church as well. It would be amazing. But yeah, so probably not gonna show you too much of Silvesterpfad. It's not that interesting anyway, it's just, you know, more houses. Also, you can't see it right now because it's not New Year's, obviously. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you it's the Sylvester thing. It's like the drop of the ball on Times Square in New York, but the Vienna type thing. So we have a church that does the thing.
I was about to say, the church is important.
Not book related, but look, it's the Romans. And then over there it's the Hofburg, which we'll get to on the other side, which actually is kind of one of the places in the book. But yeah, this is, hello.
Hello.
This is Michaelaplatz. You have some more horses here, where you can take a ride in the carriages. And yeah, there's a lot of discussions about whether or not it's Tierquälerei. Why do I want to say it in German, but like animal cruelty to have the horses drag the carriages and stand there the whole day. But then also it's a really old profession in Vienna, so there's the whole tradition thing. Anyway, let's move on. So yeah, we're not in Vienna. I mean, we are in Vienna. We're in my flat.
I was about to say.
It's a day later because we had some very urgent things to do yesterday evening that you either already got to see or you will get to see.
Very urgent, very mysterious.
Very urgent, very mysterious, much mysterious, kind of in connection to this vlog also, or well, the book, I guess. But yeah, so it's a day later, we're moving on now. I'm just filming this now because I'm less awkward at home. I mean, debatable, but you know,
no,
let me pretend. And yeah, and today we're going to walk along the Ringstraße, which is like this big fat avenue around the inner city of Vienna, and there's a few places there where, you know, stuff takes place. So yeah, that's that, and I'll see you once we're there. We have arrived. Also, this is my uni, but not the building that I take my courses in, but you know, it's very old.
Hello.
650 years old, over 650 years. Well, not the building, the uni. That building is probably around 200 years old. Who knows?
Sounds fun.
Also, I have bubble tea because bubble tea. Anyway, just wanted to check in and say that we're here, and now we're moving on. We're now on our way to the Rathaus, or like City Hall, I think is the English for Rathaus. And wait a second, let me turn around. There? No, it's too light. You can't see it. Fine. I'm gonna turn around afterwards.
It's fine. We can
basically, it's like one of the Prunkbauten. What does Prunkbauten
don't know.
say? It's like, you know, one of the big houses, the big buildings along the Ringstraße. And the Ringstraße is where the old city walls used to be. And then when they pulled them down because Vienna had gotten too big, sometime in the 19th century I believe, they had all this free estate, and so they built a lot of really beautiful buildings that are all done in a different style because they're done in Historismus or Historicism. I don't know what the word is in English.
I don't even know if there is a word.
But basically what they did is they looked at past eras of architecture, and they chose the style of architecture that would fit, you know, the use of the building the most.
To say it.
So the Rathaus, as you will see in a second, is medieval Gothic style because that was when city halls were first frequently used. We just went by a church also,
which is definitely Gothic.
The university, as you just saw, is like Renaissance type-ish. You're gonna see the Parliament, which is in a classical Greek style.
Nice.
The museums and the operas are, I think, mostly Baroque styles. So, you know, there's a lot of different styles, and it's very fun. And not all of the places that I will show you are places where stuff is set in the books. The City Hall is, because, you know, the Auserwählten, so the central characters of the book kind of are part of government.
Sort of.
They
basically are.
Yeah, they're separate from government, but they're like an organization that has a lot of things to say. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the City Hall in a second. So, I hope you can hear me. A lot of noise.
Fine.
And I'm also slightly awkward. It's fine. Anyway, here you can see the City Hall properly. Also, I remember why I wanted to come here, because cars.
Not why we wanted to come here, but like,
you know what? Just very quickly. Because in the book they're at the Eistraum, which is ice stream, and basically in winter from I think the 1st of January, so after the Christkindlmarkt, the Christmas market is gone, because there's also always a Christmas market. The entirety of the like square in front that you can see is a skating rink. That is a tram. And a good part of the chunk on top of that, and it's always a lot of fun. So yeah, moving on. Showing this to you because the Burgtheater, or the Castle Theater, I guess, is also mentioned once, and it's like the biggest theater in Vienna, like not the opera, but you know, where you can see drama plays, that type of style. And yeah, it's really nice. I think they did play, like they sometimes play Shakespeare here, they play Goethe here, they play a lot of the Greek dramas here. I saw Antigone once, I think it was Antigone. Was that the daughter of Oedipus? I don't know. Yeah,
that's Antigone.
Antigone. So
did you see the one by Socrates?
I don't know, it was like a new Inszenierung.
Nice.
Something. So yeah, anyway, Burgtheater. Moving on.
What I mean.
Look at all the birds!
It's like the Hitchcock. I'm sorry.
Scary birds!
They're gonna attack us!
So many birds! What the fuck? So, okay. Let's see. It's a bit dark. Whatever. I don't care. Here you can see another place that's not appearing in the book, but I don't care because I want to share fun facts about Vienna, and I feel like this vlog is getting more and more about fun facts about Vienna and less about the book.
It's fine. The book is placed in Vienna. We have, you know...
Who cares?
No one.
Anyway, these two are the Museum of Art History and the Museum of Natural History. And in the middle, over there, let me see if I can zoom in, we have Maria Theresia, who was an empress. Well, technically I don't think she was empress. I technically think her husband was emperor, but you know, we only know her. She was also the mom of Marie Antoinette, who we all know because she lost her head in the French Revolution. So yeah, anyway, Marie Antoinette was one of the 16 children of Empress Maria Theresia, who was also King of Hungary. And yeah, she was a patron of the arts. There's another tramway, which is why her hand is pointing towards the Museum of Art History. Fun fact. Also, these were, let's zoom out again. These two were some of the other buildings that were built after, you know, the city wall came down, or, well, were pulled down. And there was a contest to see which architect would design these. And two people won, and they both designed these together. I think there was some fight or something or the other, I don't remember exactly. And as you can see, there's lovely little domes on these buildings. However, those domes are not in the middle of the building, because the architects wanted them to be seen when you stood in front of them. So they're towards the front of the building. No one's probably interested in this fact, but you know.
It's a fun fact and we love
I think it's a fun fact. Also, I'm just pointing towards the natural history one because, you know, that's the one you can see. The other one is behind trees. And also, up there, you can see, well, both museums are actually identical. Both buildings were designed as museums, and both of them have a statue on the very front and very top. On the natural history one, it's Athena, I think. No, this is not Athena, this is Apollo. But I thought, wasn't Apollo on the other one? I don't remember shit anymore. Maybe it was Apollo on the natural history one and Athena on the other one, whatever. And then you also have statues there, and for this one it's like, you know, scientists and stuff, and for the other one it's big artists. And yeah, so there's that. Also, the Natural History Museum still has a huge collection of human heads that some obviously didn't get there quite, well, ethically, let's say it like that. They were collected during the 19th century, but there's a huge project going on right now trying to find where all of these heads are from and trying to bring them back to the communities of origin. There have been a few times already where Aboriginal skulls from Australia that were taken from Australia have been returned to Australia, and I don't know, I just think that's neat, you know? I mean, it's probably the bare minimum, but I still think it's neat. And now we're gonna turn around and we're gonna look at another museum and hopefully my future place of work, because this is the Ethnological Museum of Vienna. I mean, it's the Hofburg, it's part of the Hofburg, so it's part of one of the old palaces of Vienna. Part of the old palace of Vienna, and now this part houses the Ethnological Museum, which collection used to be in the Natural History Museum, because obviously everything that's not Europe is supposed to go with natural history or whatever. And now there's a separate museum since 1928, I believe, if I remember correctly. And yeah, here as well, loads of discussions around reparations, around repatriation, especially around the centerpiece, or one of the centerpieces of the collection of this museum, which is the quote-unquote feather crown of Montezuma II, who used to be an Aztec king. No one knows exactly how this came to Austria. By the way, Austria didn't have overseas colonies, so most likely, if I remember correctly, this was a present from one of the other European monarchs in the 19th century. There has been discussions going on since the 80s about returning the feather crown. I won't go into all the discussions right now because It includes a lot of politics and is very, very complicated. Currently, the stand is that the feather crown is too fragile to be moved, and so, you know, it's not currently planned to return it to Mexico. However, if you have a Mexican citizenship, you automatically have free entrance to this museum to visit the crown for what it's worth. But yeah, so Ethnological Museums is where I want to work in the future, because it just interests me a lot. The discussions around reparations, repatriations of objects, also the discussions about museums as decolonial spaces, the discussion about decolonizing museums. It's just very, very interesting. And so yeah, another fun fact that, I don't know, probably didn't need to share in this vlog. Probably no one's interested, but I wanted to share it anyway. So that's the rest of the Hofburg. In there you have the Rüstungskammer. It's like the armory museum, kind of. Also the papyrus, you know, the Egyptian papyrus, that was it. Yeah. Papyrus museum. Continuing on, over there somewhere is the entrance to the National Library of Vienna, and they have a huge globe collection as well, although there is a separate globe museum as well in Vienna. We have a lot of museums, and yeah, that's just where this is until where the Hofburg goes. And there's like one mention in the book of Shanna, one of the main characters, I think, entering the Hofburg, and she would have done that over there. So yeah, also this is Heldenplatz, the square here, so Heroes Square, and if I remember correctly, this over there would be the balcony where Hitler stood 1938, and thousands of people cheered him on, because, you know, history is fun.
We always have to share fun facts, because that's how we keep ourselves alive.
But I also think this would have been the balcony where the Second Republic was announced in, I think, only 1955, because I believe it was announced only 10 years after the Second World War ended.
Yeah.
Maybe if my history teacher were watching this, maybe he would like...
We still weren't a republic at that point.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, a lot of history on this square. A lot of history on this square. Some of it good, a lot of it bad. Also, apparently, I learned this recently. If I remember wrong, then go me, I guess. But this thing should have been extended to the other side and should have been mirrored on the other side. However, 1914 came in between, you know, the start of the First World War, so the plan was never finished, because after the First World War we were no longer a monarchy, so we didn't need a huge fucking palace, which is fun. And also, let me turn around. This, I think, is the Heldentor, Heroes Tor, which is also mentioned in the book. It's like Heldenplatz, Heldentor, and Hofburg, because yeah, this is pretty much it. And also Nationalbibliothek, so the National Library is mentioned as well. I remember. But yeah, we're not going in there now. It was very, very sad, because we used to have to do Berufspraktische Tage in school, which is basically in grade 4 for us. So when we're 13 to 14, we have to take 3 to 4 days. Why am I... Maybe I should... we have to take 3 to 4 days in school where we have to get a job. Like, we have to go somewhere, ask them if we can work there for 3 to 4 days, so that we can get experience what it's like working.
Yeah, we had that for a week.
Yeah,
so like same.
Exactly. And I really wanted to go in the Nationalbibliothek, but they didn't let a little 13-year-old child in there.
That is so sad. I'm so sorry.
They were like, we don't trust you.
I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, but still.
I kind of get it, but it hurts.
I was 14-year-old and I was crushed. I did work at Thalia though, which is the big book chain, like bookstore chain in Austria and Germany, or one of the ones.
It's basically the biggest.
So it's fine. It was really fun actually, because like I worked in 3 separate. I worked with the books. I hated it there actually because the person I worked with didn't know what to do with me. So she just was like, I guess go sit over there and read. But I actually wanted to do something. I wanted to know what it's like.
I was about to say you can read at home.
Then I was in the section for the paper stuff. I really enjoyed it there because the person I worked with was really nice. And then I worked behind the scenes, and I basically had to spend the entire day with like etiquettieren, like to put the barcodes on, etiquettes on. And like the people I did it with were so nice. It was really boring work, but we had so much fun and I loved it. And it was during Christmas time, so they had a lot of advent calendars with a lot of glitter on it, and I came home like covered in glitter. It was really fun. It was really fun.
You're taking the Christmas spirit home.
Exactly, exactly. So, yeah. Anyway,
cars.
Moving on to the next place, which should be the Grand Hotel, probably, I guess. I'm gonna look at my phone and see which places I have written down as well. So, yeah, moving on. Hello. It's the opera. I don't have that much fun facts about this. I just remember our history teacher telling us, but I'm not sure if that's actually correct. Also, in the one Mission Impossible, you know, Tom Cruise.
I was about to say, you gotta have those fun facts. Mission Impossible.
But anyway, my history teacher told me that apparently the architect of the opera house, it was like slightly tilted, not quite 100% straight. And so he threw himself off the roof.
Over dramatic.
I don't remember anymore if that's just like, you know, a rumor, if that was actually confirmed or anything. I just remember my history teacher telling us. And also, over here is the Grand Hotel, you know, where you have all the flags. No, you don't. Where you have all the flags and there's like a conference or something in there. And actually, our main sapphic couple meets in there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, during that first press conference, right?
Right, yeah. So, yeah, over there. Not very exciting, and I'm not gonna go inside. So, Google Maps lied to me. The other one wasn't the Grand Hotel, and I didn't get close enough to look at the writing.
This one is.
This is the actual Grand Hotel. Again, not gonna go inside. I just thought I'd tell you about my embarrassing mistake or whatever. This is Start Park. I'm fine. Stadtpark or City Park. Over there you have Strauss, one of the Strausses. I don't know. Or is it? Yeah, it's a Strauss. It's not Mozart. I'm from Vienna. I'm fine. I know this. Yeah. Anyway, this is also where stuff takes place. It's just a nice park, and in summer there's lots of people sitting there that I'm very hard trying not to film right now. So anyway, let's move on because the sirens are going off, and then we'll be at our final stop very shortly. And at the bookstore, which, you know, priorities.
Exactly.
So we're still in Stadtpark, and I think this is where we're gonna actually finish the vlog, because over there is Wien Mitte, which is the train station where I don't remember, either one of the characters arrive in Vienna there.
Is it Nicola?
Or leave? No, because he comes from the airport.
All right.
I think.
It's been a while.
Or just another fight. I don't remember exactly.
Listen, we've read this book a while ago. It's been almost a month at this point.
It's been more like 2 weeks, but no, well, three-ish weeks.
That's what I mean.
You know, 10 books have happened in between. It's fine.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But anyway, there's gonna be a lot of people there, so I'm not gonna film probably. And there's people running over there. Also, let me turn you around. I'm gonna let you look at my beautiful face.
Hello.
So yeah, I think this is gonna be. Let's do it like this.
Yeah, so like this? Okay.
I think this is gonna be where we're gonna end the vlog, because
There's not a lot of people here, and there's probably a lot of people over there.
Yes, I don't want to film over there. There's too many people.
Yeah, let's not do
We're
that.
just gonna get some books probably because with my bookstore card we're getting 20% on non-German books today.
I'm mooching off of her. It's
Yeah.
fine. She loves me.
So we'll see if there's something fun, and yeah, we hope you enjoyed the fun facts. I hope you enjoyed the fun facts.
I enjoyed the fun fact, so like, I count.
Tell me in the comments down below which one was your favorite. Also tell me in the comments down below if I showed you enough of Vienna.
Probably not.
Probably not, because I felt too awkward to vlog. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, maybe think about giving me a thumbs up and also maybe subscribing. All the links to my social media as well as to Scylla's Bookstagram are in the description box down below. Also all the links to my book club of Queens, Witches and Valkyries. We read one adult fantasy book written by a woman or genderqueer person per month. Will also be left linked in the description box down below.
She has great taste.
I do have great taste, actually.
Yes.
Not to toot my own horn or
Please
whatever.
toot your own horn, it's fine.
Is that how you say it?
Yes,
Actually,
that's how you say it.
It somehow sounds really weird. I don't know.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.